Columbus to around the county, this is the award-winning Raider Unlimited News. This edition is being brought to you by Community Bank and Trust, with full-service locations across Northeast Georgia to serve you. And by Habersham Hardware and Home Centers, your building materials and hardware superstore.
Good evening and welcome to another edition of Raider Unlimited News. I'm Allison Tench.
And I'm John Pritchett. Our top story this evening is the Miss Habersham Central pageant, which was held November 22nd in the high school auditorium. Tension was high as Misty Loggins gave up her crown to one young lady who became the new Miss HCHS. Raider Unlimited's Jennifer Owen was able to catch a glimpse of this special night.
Each year at Habersham Central, the Bailey Club sponsors the Miss HCHS pageant. Students from each grade compete in the pageant to become Miss HCHS. Recently, Christy Wiley spoke with the winner of the pageant. Christy?
I'm here with Amanda Garrison, 1997 Miss HCHS. Amanda, could you tell us who your parents are?
Gary and Diane Garrison.
What does it feel like to be crowned the new Miss HCHS?
It's a big surprise, and it's a great thing, I guess, because I'm glad I can represent our school.
Thank you and congratulations. For Raider Unlimited News, I'm Christy Wiley.
In 1997, it's become hard to imagine what life was like in the time of the Renaissance. But in the weeks ahead, Central will be transformed into a madrigal dinner by both our chorus and acting classes. Now let's go to Jody Sosby, who was able to catch up with Kimberly Staples and Bobby Ivy, who are in charge of this transformation. Jody?
Thanks, Allison. On December 4th, the Habersham Singers and Theater Central will take you back in time to the Renaissance for a magical dinner. Earlier, I had an opportunity to speak with Kimberly Staples and Bobby Ivy for more details on this spectacular event. Ms. Staples, could you tell us exactly what a magical dinner is?
A madrigal dinner is a Christmas Renaissance celebration with lots of singing and dancing and a reenactment of the Christmas story.
Mr. Ivy, could you give us more details on the magical dinner?
Yes, the magical dinner will be performed on Thursday, December 4th in the cafeteria, the high school cafeteria, and it'll start at 7 o'clock, and tickets have to be purchased in advance. So for reservations, you can call the school, 778-7161, extension 164 or extension 140 to make those reservations.
Could you tell us exactly what Theater Central did to prepare for this event?
Well, we've been working on Renaissance costumes for ever since school has started. We've been making props, like for example, we're in the midst of making a papier-mâché boar's head that will be presented as we begin our main course of our meal. We've been working on Elizabethan words and phrases, and we've also been working on a Renaissance dance called the Pavane.
Could you tell us what Habersham Singers did to prepare?
Well, we've been learning all the music for the program, so we're looking forward to singing for you.
Thanks. For Raider Unlimited News, I'm Jody Sosby.
Thanks, Jody.
The FFA Club enjoyed great success at this year's national convention. Amy Myers and LaDonna Moore have the story.
There are many clubs here at Habersham Central, one of which is FFA, Future Farmers of America. FFA attended their national convention in Kansas City, Missouri on November 11th through the 14th. LaDonna Moore caught up with Mr. Brooks, the FFA club sponsor, to get more details on the convention.
Mr. Brooks, can you tell me about this year's FFA convention?
I'd love to. Our National FFA Convention was held in Kansas City, Missouri. This was our 70th National FFA Convention. By the way, it has been held in Kansas City, Missouri ever since 1928. There was about 45,000 FFA members at the convention. I was fortunate enough to carry two members from Habersham Central there, Miranda Lockman and Michael Gosnell. And I'd like to thank Ms. Dove and Mr. Anglin for their great support for us being able to go. We had a great convention. We had opportunities to see a lot of career development and leadership development skills. We were able to see the finals in public speaking, and as a matter of fact, a young lady from Putnam County, Georgia, was in the top 4 finalists in public speaking. We saw parliamentary procedure eliminations. We saw marketing plan. We saw agricultural issues forum. I saw several contests and career development events that I was not familiar with, and I hope to take those activities and bring them back to our local chapter and get some students involved in that, develop some leadership ability skills. You know, leaders are really needed in our society today, and to keep our country as great as it is, we need leadership and people that are really good at that. A lot of your higher paying jobs, promotions and things like that are for leaders and people who are able to lead people and direct people in activities and so forth. So this was a great time. We worried the whole time we were there that it was going to snow because we were afraid we were going to get snowed in. We were going to get back to Georgia. Kansas City is a great place, but there's no place like Cornelia, Georgia. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Brooks. It sounds like this year's convention was a success.
Sure was.
Back to you in the newsroom.
The Habersham Choirs recently held their fall concert at Piedmont College. Raider Unlimited reporter Wes Colston joins us with some of the night's highlights.
On November the 18th, the Habersham Central Chorus Department filled Piedmont Chapel with beautiful music. This was their first concert of the season. Let's listen in.
In a world which is connected by TV, radio, and cyber highways, knowing more than one language has become a necessity. Raider Unlimited's Leslie Rhodes and Jesse Grundy caught up with two clubs within the high school who know this importance.
Many students are involved in the foreign language department here at Habersham Central High School. Those students who would like to expand their knowledge of outside society are given the opportunity to do so through the French and Spanish clubs. Now let's go to Jesse Grundy with an inside look at what's happening in these clubs.
I'm here with Kara Gordon, president of the French Club. Kara, can you tell us a little bit about the French Club?
Yes, we meet about once a month, usually on Wednesdays. We have 12 or 13 members. Recently, we had a French picnic where we studied some French culture.
Can you tell us some of your upcoming projects?
Yes, we plan to learn some French Christmas carols and go caroling at a nursing home, or probably do something that has to do with Toys for Tots.
Well, thank you, Kara, and good luck in the future. I'm here with Senora Hauk, one of the sponsors of the Spanish Club. Ms. Hauk, what do you feel that the Spanish Club does for the students?
The Spanish Club is a very good mean to get the students together of different levels, Spanish 1, 2, and 3, and also it gives them an opportunity to think and prepare for the upcoming Spanish Christmas party that they will prepare for the Mexican community, the little children, not the Mexican community, the little children, Mexican children, and we will host a party with the kindergarten, elementary school, so it is their responsibility to prepare it and to prepare also buy gifts for them and to organize the whole thing.
Well, thank you, Ms. Hauk. With Radio Unlimited News, I'm Jessie Grundy.
Coming up next, Missy Loggins will be bringing us this week's county news.
And still ahead, we will hear from Emily Fish, who has the latest on sports news, so stay with us.
Watching the award-winning Raider Unlimited News with the latest news and sports from around the campus to around the county. We'll be right back.
Reporter Misty Loggins joins us now with a look at news from around the county. Misty?
Now for some news from the northern end of the county. In recent years, canoeing and kayaking have become quite popular pastimes in northeast Georgia. Habersham County is beginning to pick up on this trend. Let's go to Kelly Payton and Kelly Wilbanks, who have more on this story.
On November the 16th, Raider Unlimited News traveled to Tallulah Gorge to catch a glimpse of the whitewater release in which canoers and kayakers were permitted to ride the rapids. Kelly Wilbanks talked with Mr. Bill Tanner, superintendent here at the gorge.
Mr. Tanner, what are the reasons for the water release here at Tallulah Gorge?
Kelly, there's several different types of releases that Georgia Power and the Park Service have worked on. What we've done the last 3 weekends here in November are releases for kayakers, and I'm sure you'll get a chance to talk to some of them, but there's also releases that we've set up for aesthetic flows. These will not be high enough for kayaking, but will be just for the visual, just for the folks to be able to enjoy the waterfalls. There's an increase on the minimum daily flow that deals with some of the habitat issues for the fish in the gorge, and so there's actually 3 different types of releases. They're all part of a management plan where we're trying to provide a little more of a balanced opportunities for folks. One of the issues is that when we have releases, then you can't do some of the rock climbing and hiking that folks do. So it's part of a much broader management plan that it just has come about this weekend here or these weekends in November with the kayaking.
Well, thank you. Back to you in the newsroom.
Thank you, Kelly. As the temperature drops, citizens of Habersham County begin to prepare for the Christmas season. North Georgia Technical Institute has been busy as well. Laura Harbuck joins us now with the details.
As the holiday season rolls around, everyone is getting into the Christmas spirit. North Georgia Technical Institute is not only decking the halls, but the whole campus as they prepare for the community Christmas. Let's go to Crystal Banks with more.
I'm here with Miss Ruth Nichols, Vice President of Student Services here at North Georgia Tech. Miss Nichols, could you tell me a little bit about the community Christmas going on here at North Georgia?
I sure can. Community Christmas, this is our second year to do Community Christmas at North Georgia Tech, and it is definitely a community effort. Community sponsors from around the 6 counties that we serve have contributed money, time, energy, decorations, everything to create a winter wonderland here at North Georgia Tech. During the week, the first week of December, the week after Thanksgiving, from December 2nd through December 6th, from 5 to 9 each evening, our campus will be transformed into an extravaganza of lights and laughter for all the children and their families in our communities. Santa Claus will be here. For those who came last year, we've added some new things this year. We have Music Land, where the kids will be doing interactive activities with music. We also have a Christmas on Parade, and that's where people are going to bring their floats from the Christmas parade and have them on display here. And we're having a display of Santas for this year for the first time. And this is one of the Santas that we'll have on display, and people from our community are going to donate their Santas for that week and let us have them on display. But last year we had about 5,000 people to come to Community Christmas, and we're expecting even more this year.
Students at North Georgia Tech have worked hard for the Community Christmas. Could you tell me what your participation is?
We are members of the Heroes Club, Thelma and I'm Tava Green. We are doing facial designs for the kids in Santa's Land, so the kids can come on over and get a nice facial design on their faces.
Could you tell me what you're doing to make this Christmas a success?
Yes, I'm part of the residential and commercial wiring program here at North Georgia Tech, and we're helping, or our class is helping, to set up the various Christmas decorations, and also we're doing the wiring, so it gives us some experience as well.
Great. Well, thank you. For Raider Unlimited News, I'm Crystal Banks.
Thanks, Kelly and Crystal. Progress comes with the passage of time, and with the demolition of the old South Habersham in Cornelia, we are reminded of this. Reporter Carson Chambers has more on this story.
Thanks, Misty. The students have not been in the halls of the old South Hab for 3 years now. The old South Hab has been torn down to make way for the new Cornelia Elementary. Raider Unlimited was there as the final walls came down.
This fall in our county, there has been a special emphasis placed on the promotion of literacy. Recently, students from Habersham County schools participated in the annual Storytelling Festival held at Piedmont College. Kristen Patton spoke with Festival Director Susie Arnold about this event.
I'm here with Miss Susie Arnold, who organized the Storybook Telling Festival. Miss Arnold, how did the event get started?
Well, it started here at Demarest. We have a storytelling festival in the library about once a month, and I think it was 6 years ago, I decided to make it a county-wide event, and it's just spread from that.
Did the children seem to enjoy the activity?
Yes, they seem to really enjoy the activity. They'd like me to do it even more often. But we're having a lot of fun doing it, and we plan to continue.
Thank you, and congratulations on your success. For Radar Unlimited News, I'm Kristen Patton.
Thank you, Kristen. That wraps up this week's news from around the county. I'm Misty Loggins. Back to you in the newsroom.
Thank you, Misty. After this break, Emily Fish will be joining us with the sports news.
We'll be right back. All sports have come to a close at Habersham Central to make way for the upcoming winter season. Emily Fish has the latest on sports news.
Thank you, John. The 97 football season has come to an end. The work from the players, cheerleaders, and the band has really paid off. Reporter Shonda Moss has the story.
The 1997 football season has been the best year for the Raiders in 6 years. With an outstanding record of 7-3, they stunned the other teams in the Quad A division and brought back the true Raider spirit of Habersham Central. Under the direction of a new coaching staff, the Raiders proved that with hard work, dedication, and leadership that any goal can be achieved. Raider Unlimited would like to take this opportunity to show a few highlights of the past season and dedicate it to all those who took part in making a one that shall not be forgotten.
Black, play action, gonna go over the middle, and it's gonna be caught by Higgins. Higgins at the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Al Higgins, touchdown Raiders. Yeah, can you believe it? Let's see what can happen. And it's getting some bounces. It's up in the air, and I don't know. I think we got it. Yes, we got it. We got it. And that is Daniel Stafford. Daniel Stafford got the ball for Habersham Central. And can you believe it? We're still alive with 2:39 to go here in your ball game. God, these guys just won't die.
Reporting to you from Habersham Central High School, I'm Shonda Moss. Back to you in the newsroom.
The men and women's basketball teams have been working hard to prepare for the upcoming season. Raider Unlimited reporters Tiffany Mueller and TJ Hannes had the opportunity to speak with junior varsity and varsity players. Tiffany?
Starting their season off with hard work and dedication, our Habersham Central Raiders and Lady Raiders have been working for an upcoming 97-98 undefeated season. Let's take a look at the practices.
I'm here with Matt Ballard and Kelly O'Mary. Kelly, how do you think the team's adjusted to the new coaching staff this year?
I think anytime you have new coaches, it's going to be a little awkward, but with Coach Van and Coach Little, I think that we get along so well that wasn't the case. We've been working really hard since last spring. I think now we're just ready to go out there and play.
Matt, what are your plans for the upcoming 97-98 season?
We have a lot of plans. We plan to work hard and learn some new plays and use our
old experience as well as our new talent that's come up, and work together real well and play hard, and I think we've done that pretty much, and we're having a good time doing it.
I'm here with two junior varsity basketball players, Jennifer Mullinax and Donnie-Lynn Ayers. Jennifer, what are your expectations for the upcoming 97-98 season?
Well, my expectations are very high because we've worked really hard throughout the summer, and I think that we've really come together as a team.
Donnie-Lynn, what are your expectations?
Well, my expectations are really good. We've had a lot of encouragement this year with a new coaching staff, and I think we'll have a winning season.
Okay, well, thank you for your time and your effort. For Radio Unlimited News, I'm TJ Hannes.
The basketball cheerleaders are looking forward to a very successful season. They are trying to make this season one of the most spirited. Reporter Sherry Morris has the details.
With basketball season just around the corner, the basketball cheerleading squads are working hard to prepare for a successful season. Earlier, I spoke with Miss Bell, the varsity basketball cheerleading coach, to find out how the basketball cheerleaders are planning to make this the most spirited season yet.
Well, we're hoping to have a lot of fun and to build spirit for our winter sports and to keep that spirit up during the whole season.
Okay, and how have your girls been preparing for this?
Well, actually, this was the first week that we've all been able to practice together. We've had our football cheerleaders join us finally, and we have everybody together, so we've been working real hard this week. We are planning for our first pep rally on December the 5th and working very hard and basically planning to practice every day to get ready.
For Raider Unlimited News, I'm Sherry Morris.
Our last look at sports news this evening takes us to the wrestling mats, where the team is preparing for the season. Reporters Villamon Bindesong and Shay Frederick have more.
The Raider wrestling team is preparing for another exciting season. With last year's record of 17-5, we're looking forward to a great year. Reporter Shay Frederick standing by with seniors Gordon Richard, Josh Carroll, and Coach Morris Brooks. Shay?
I'm here with the head wrestling coach, Coach Brooks. Coach Brooks, what are your expectations for this year?
We'd like to win the area this year. That's one of our goals that we haven't achieved yet. We were third in the area last year. Of course, we're in a real tough area. So we'd like to win the area this year. That's our top goal, and we'd like to dominate our opponents and win all our matches if we can. I mean, that's our goal. That's a possibility this year. We'd like to go undefeated, but if we can't, we'll try to get real close to that.
Who are some outstanding wrestlers we should look for?
We have several back this year that we look for some good things from last year. We have two area runner-ups that are returning. One is James Steele at 112. He was area runner-up last year, and he's back at 119 this year. And then we have Matt Riles, who was back at 215 this year, and he was at 189 last year, and he was the area runner-up. And then we have a state runner-up back this year, Gordon Richards, and he looks to dominate the mats, and we're expecting a state championship from him this year. I'm sure he wouldn't be happy with anything less. And then Matt Cantrell, who was at 130 for us this year, was last year's kids state champion at the 14 and under division, and he's back and at the varsity ranks at 130, so we look for real good things for him. And Tommy Burgess at 145 is looking real good in practice and all, and we expect him to be on the top of his game and exciting. So, you know, there's 5 wrestlers I named there, and of course we've got others. We've got some seniors that are returning and all, so you know, we're really expecting to have a real good season this year with them. So if you look for James Teal, Tommy Burgess, Matt Cantrell, Matt Riles, and Gordon Richards, and then the other wrestlers that are in there backing them up, you know, I think you'll see some real exciting wrestling action.
I'm here with seniors Gordon Richards and Josh Carroll. Gordon, what are your goals for this year?
I want to try to go undefeated, and as a team, I think we could do real well at the area tournament.
What are your plans for this winter with the wrestling team?
We're going to go to Attica, New York, and wrestle in a tournament up there, and we hope to do well and have fun.
Who will be some hard opponents for Habersham Central?
Most likely Parkview and North Hall will probably be tough matches.
Thank you for your time. For Raider Unlimited News, I'm Shay Frederick.
As you can see, the upcoming winter season is filled with high expectations, and each sport is off to a great start. Back to you, Allison and John, in the newsroom.
Thank you, Emily, for that story. This concludes tonight's edition of Raider Unlimited News. From around the campus to around the county, I'm John Pritchett.
And I'm Allison Tench. Thanks for watching.
This edition of Raider Unlimited News has been brought to you by Community Bank and Trust, with full-service locations across Northeast Georgia to serve you. And by Habersham Hardware and Home Centers, your building materials and hardware superstore.